Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show a complete guide to Smoke, one of the most iconic operators in the history of the game for a reason. With this video I want to create a general formula to this operator, so there will be no specific strategies to maps. For his loadout I recommend the shotgun SMG-11 bar wire setup for at least 99% of the time. With his shotgun you can make all rotates and line of sights by yourself, while you can also take normal gunfights with your secondary SMG. The only situation when you can play the primary SMG with him, if you want to, is when there is another operator in your team with a primary shotgun like a mute, who can also make rotate holes. But if he's a random, I would think about that twice. With the laser sight, you will be more precise in his fire shots, but without the laser sight, you can make bigger holes, which will make the openings faster. For the secondary weapon option, always pick the SMG-11, it beats the pistol in everything. Personally, to this gun, the Holo A and Holo B are the best options, but a Red Dot C can also work on this too. You don't need the laser sight, but you do need the vertical grip, and the flash hider will be the best barrel for it. As a secondary gadget option, you will be more successful with the bob wire, because it's way more useful than the proxy, and also you can combine it with your primary gadget. The only situation when I recommend the proxy is when your team needs it to the strategy, or when there is multiple wires in basically everywhere. Now let's talk about Smoke's primary gadget. This gadget can be used in two different ways. The first is when you are defending popular pushing areas like Oregon Blue Bunker. If you play him like that, you can use your canisters to slow down or even deal damage to the attackers. And there is the other playstyle, which will be the better one at the end of the day, the late round plant deny. This gadget is a direct counter to the attacker's biggest goal, which is the plant. And it can block a complete pushing area for 10 whole seconds, and you have 3 of it. In the prep phase, Smoke don't really have time to reinforce because of all the rotates and line of sights that he's making. That pays off in the early action phase, because unlike Mozzie or Vigil, who don't really have anything to do in prep phase, they just have time to reinforce the walls, unlike Smoke. And when they finish reinforcing, they need to go to their roam spot quickly, so they will have no time for anything else to do, unlike Smoke. Because of that, in the early action phase, the best what an anchor can do is to hop on cameras to see where the attackers are pushing from. First to the outside camps, because if they shoot them, you can see where they spawn from and probably what's gonna be their main pushing area. And also, if they don't shoot an outside camp, you will also know that they're not going to push from there. In playstyle, Smoke is an anchor operator, which will make him stay on the site area consistently. With an anchor operators like him, the best you can do is to stay alive as long as possible. And that playstyle will give the anchor maining players a trait lately, which is one of the most important things in Siege, and that is the clutch potential. The fact that this role's job is to stay alive, most likely these players will last for the longest time, and they have the highest potential to win a 1vx scenario. Smoke is not a beginner friendly operator, because to master him, you need tons of hours to practice with him. In higher level, usually the players who main Smoke are rather the in-game leaders or the players with the highest game sense, because he's got everything to lead the defender team. Not so long ago he lost his shield, but that didn't make him much worse. Now you can just simply crouch walk up into champion elo, but let's be honest, with an operator who needs that amount of time to fully master him, it's not even that big of a deal.